Hi everyone, this is Rhonda Weisberg with Channel 63, Up Close and Personal, and today I actually have the pleasure of introducing a brand new segment. It's called Arts and Entertainment, and we have plans to introduce Edith Broida. I'm going to do that in just a moment. Everyone knows that that name is synonymous with book groups here, not only here in BallenIsles, but for many years in Detroit. And at the same time, she's brought her talents here. We have Chef Gregory, who's going to work with us on the entertainment portion of this segment and teaching us, giving us some real helpful hints in cooking and entertaining within your home. So right now, let me introduce Edith, my friend and everybody's friend, Edith. And Edith, you just mentioned to me that you've been doing this how many years at BallenIsles?
I think I started at BallenIsles around 2002, 2003. Because when we talked about this series, I went back in my notes and found that I've done something like 60-some books at BallenIsles, which is why my files are taking over the house. But I've changed a lot in my approach to this. It's been a joy. I think of BallenIsles as a community of readers. There are many book clubs at BallenIsles. Some have facilitators and some just work independently. But these groups bond together and share the same love of reading that I have. And I've made some changes over the years. As you and I have talked, I've started to work with themes. So I'm happy to share 3 books in this year's theme, which is Strong Women.
I like that.
So I will say, just have to mention one thing, that years ago I used to just have books at random. And I found in my notes that in 2007, the Post asked readers for their 3 favorite page turners. So when I looked at that, I found that my 3 choices, I was 69 years old at the time, the 3 choices were Why History Matters by Gerda Lerner, Life and Death in Shanghai by Nien Shen, and the 23rd Psalm by our own George Salton, which I still think is a great book for everybody. So this year, when I started to look at my theme, I wanted to do Strong Women, partly because Sue Monk Kidd was writing the book The Invention of Wings. And The Invention of Wings talks about the Grimke sisters. And one of my favorite books, Why History Matters, by Gerda Lerner, talked about the Grimke sisters because this was the doctoral dissertation for Gerda Lerner. She was the founder of women's studies in colleges, and therefore she's one of my heroes. So I was immediately taken by the way that she used the Grimke sisters for the plot of The Invention of Wings. And just, I will tell you, my friend Linda Rothstein brought 2 pictures of the Grimke sisters, and you'll notice, as somebody said, they needed a hairdresser. But what they accomplished was so remarkable. Sue Monk Kidd said that she had been in New York seeing Judy Chicago's famous mural of the dinner party. And in the dinner party, she had portraits of many women. I'm thinking something anywhere between 60 or 90 famous women. And 2 of the women were the Grimke sisters who were in Charleston. And Sarah Monk Kidd said, I live in Charleston, and I had never heard of the Grimke sisters. And it was because, again, Gerda did this dissertation on them. Well, what did the Grimke sisters do? Sue Monk Kidd decided that she would tell their story, and she did it in a rather interesting way. She does it, first of all, starting with a slave, because this is a book about slavery, and it takes place in about 1790, after the Revolutionary War. And the first chapter is about Hetty Handful Grimke. Hetty is a slave. She's called Handful because she proves to be a handful. She doesn't always behave as a slave should behave. When the middle child of the Grimke family, Sarah, has a 7th birthday, her mother gives her Hetty as a slave. So the book goes back and forth between Sarah and Hetty and their experiences in this family. Now, Sarah is a bit of a rebel. She is a middle child. She has red hair. Somehow I think in books you find red-haired, like in...
High-spirited.
High-spirited, if you have red hair, like in a famous book about the Civil War. And so Sarah wants to be a lawyer, like her father. And it's unthinkable at this time. It's unthinkable for a woman to think that she could be a lawyer. Her father does allow her access to the family library, and she is able to read some of the books, to talk to her brother Henry, who wants to be a lawyer also. But when she is given the slave, she says, "I don't want her, I want to free her." And the minute she starts to protest like this with her mother, she is in great trouble, and they said that she absolutely has to learn to accept this way of life. So as Sue Monk Kidd creates the invention of wings, tells the story, the book goes on, what happens to Hetty, what happens to Sarah, as they each try to find their way. Hetty has a mother, Charlotte. She is a gifted seamstress. She's able to do all the clothing for the women in the family, including the slaves, and therefore she's a little safer than the other slaves from being sold. One day, Charlotte steals material. She makes quilts, and one of the worst things that a slave can do is steal. And she's caught, and her mother, Sarah's mother, has a new wonderful way of torturing the slaves, which is she takes Charlotte, takes her foot, lifts it up, and ties it to her neck so that if she puts the foot down, she will choke herself.
Oh my God.
And she does this for an hour, and of course it leaves her lame. Throughout the book, we learn some of the horrible things that are done at this time with slavery. They have a workhouse. Much later in the book, Hetty is captured, and she is sentenced to the workhouse. She's confident that as a favored slave in the Grimke household, that she will not be sentenced to the workhouse. But she is, and she too is left crippled. The slaves are on a treadmill that goes round and round, and the minute they stop, they again suffer. So she assumes that the family will rescue her, and that doesn't happen.
You've whet our appetite. You've sold me on the book, so there's at least one more copy.
Okay.
An author to make money from it. And believe it or not, we're out of time. But you did a great job, and this is why BallenIsles cherishes you as one of a few women who run book clubs and do it successfully and keep BallenIsles reading. And that's an important issue.
Well, thank you. I do hope that they will enjoy this book because the history is fascinating, and our other two books will also be historical.
Good. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Edie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm walking to the BallenIsles Farmers Market right now. Do you need me for anything? Yeah. Today? You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God, well at least I think I'm in the right place. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh my God, oh my God. Chef!
Yeah, hi,
Just the
good
guy I
morning.
want to see. I just got a frantic phone call from my husband. We've got out-of-town company. You know I'm not a chef or cook. He wants a light lunch in the house. Help!
Okay, light lunch. I think we can do this and have it ready within an hour.
Okay.
With some fresh strawberries, which are really nice. Smell those.
Beautiful.
I'll take some of the cucumber, squash, the cucumber, eggplant.
Okay. Starting to get the picture.
Let's grab some of those nice beefsteak tomatoes. The eggplant. Oh, there we go. Okay. And actually, I'm looking right here at these nice green beans.
Okay, great.
So that
great.
actually we can just head straight to the kitchen. We can have
Okay,
this ready.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Let's make it
Thanks. So here we are in the bistro kitchen. The chef found me at the farmer's market, saved my life. I've got unexpected company coming for lunch. He said not to worry, so here we are.
Nice little day at the farmer's market. But those ingredients some of those ingredients that we found at the farmer's market, we're going to produce this nice salad. The salad we're going to be producing for you, for your guest, I'm going to show you this. It's the spin on a niçoise with a few little twists, especially here for South Florida. Instead of using tuna, I think we'd use some grilled salmon.
Oh, sounds good.
And also we can incorporate some fresh fruit that we also got at the farmer's market.
Perfect.
Strawberries that we saw out there, and then some of the blueberries.
Right.
First we'll do is just take some nice fresh salmon. We're going to give that a quick little mark on here. And actually, I like you bring here and stay away from heavy oils. So we just use a little pan spray to keep it from sticking. And then also with this, for the ones, if you don't have a charbroiler or a grill at home, this also could be pan seared. Just a little salt and pepper to get this going.
Already smells fabulous.
Oh yes, and with all the health benefits with salmon, it'd be a perfect fit.
Love it.
It's healthy, it's light, nothing heavy, and especially it pairs well with the fresh fruit that we got at the farmer's market.
Sounds good.
So just give a quick little mark here. So don't mind me. It's years of practice. Heat really doesn't bother me anymore.
Wow.
So while this is going, nice quick sear on that. Turn this over. There's your diamond marks.
Oh, that's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
Brilliant.
Okay, and then while that's ready, I can lift this up, put it on my pan, and then from there I'll put this in the oven, let it finish for like 5 to 7 minutes, and while this is in the oven, we can put the rest of the ingredients together,
Okay.
which is nice. It'll be nice and fun, nice and fun. Got our fresh fish. Here I got the some organic butter leaf lettuce. That's already been rinsed it off. Make sure it washed. Make sure the sand is gone, and I'll make sure we get the nice tips. This is going to be a gorgeous salad.
Well, placed very artfully, I see.
Right? Yeah, the presentation.
All about the presentation.
Actually, now with the today's trends, you'll say your guest or whenever you go out to a restaurant, everyone they eat with their eyes. So the presentation is the key right out of the gate. And we got that. Now I got also here some nice baby greens. Also, and here is yeah, you definitely got some color. And here you got some frisee, a little oak, a little red romaine. Need some nice color here. This is what I love about it. Okay, here's some of those that fresh fruit that we got from the farmer's market.
Oh, it's beautiful. Looking so good.
And this is going to be just fantastic. Trust me.
Do I ever trust you? Sure. My life is in your hands.
Here's those nice green beans that we found over at the farmer's market. Place that in there a little bit. And this is the best part of it.
Oh, those look
We've got some roasted fingerling potatoes with some fresh herbs. Like I said, we're gonna take the classic and put a little spin on it. So that way, so you can call it your own, your own salad. Nice color. So it's like I said, this the typical ingredients that you will find in a niçoise, but we're gonna like I said, we're gonna put our little spin on this. So we can call it our own.
I can see it coming to life. And what have we
No,
got left?
it's
Just the
coming.
salmon now?
Just the salmon, and also make sure we got that color. We got some nice. We're going to go in alternating. So eventually, you probably would just want to open your own restaurant.
Rest assured, that's
Rest
not the
assured.
direction we're going in. Just want to get through this lunch.
Just to get through the lunch, and the rest will follow.
Right.
Okay, got some nice color there.
Okay.
And what I like about this, all of these ingredients here are, well, maybe except for the blueberries, you can get right out of the state of Florida, which we got from the farmer's market.
Great, great. I've got like 30 seconds and my doorbell's going to ring.
Okay, we're going to run this out. This is going to be quick. Got our, what I like about this is totally healthy. Rip open some fresh goat cheese here. Nice goat. Like I said, we're gonna do a spin on our own for a salad niçoise. Then here's that salmon. Got to go right in there.
Perfect.
And now we'll take some of this nice fresh fruit that we got at the farmer's market.
Garnish it.
Little garni. Now this would be what's funny. Nice mango. Mango, strawberries. Little blueberries.
Oh, it's so
Some nice, so you got all the nice color. Good enough to eat.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking it right now to my house.
That's it.
I'll give you the credit.
You give me all the credit? Thank you.